Hello everyone, in this video we will focus on the awakening of Commander Lareo. First of all, I want to complete my guide videos for Commander Awakenings, but also I focus more on Lareo because I think there are some misconceptions about his awakening skill. I will start with a Commander overview and then I will focus on the attributes that his awakening offers and his 4-star skill. First of all, let's focus on how we can get the Commander. The source of his metals is the Commander Recruitment Pass. If we go to the Recruitment Pass, we can find his metals in the shop. We can see that we can get a medal for 70 pass coins. This means that in total we need 23,100 coins for his 330 medals to make him gold. So this means that we need around 8 months to get all of his metals for gold if we go with an F2P way in the recruitment pass. That is because in the F2P level we can get up to 3000 coins per month. In general, he is better than normal free-to-play commanders. He offers 3 battle stats that is not common in free-to-play commanders, and he is also pretty good on PvE. Let's focus more on the 2 different modes. In PvP, he offers 30% infantry attack, 15% enemy spearman health reduction, and 10% enemy army defense reduction. These are quite good stats and it's quite good focused on infantry lineups as it offers infantry attack, which is quite important, and also some health reduction on spears that infantries counter, while also offering total defense. In PvE, in general, he is decent in events like Really Good Memories and Goes On, and also pretty good against spearmen rebel leaders. In Tavern, he offers 3 stars of finance and 4 stars of combat rate. Although finance is really quite useless, combat rate is decent, as it offers some additional stats. Let's now focus on his awakening. First of all, in 2 stars we get 1 more star in Tavern as always, which is quite good as we can get 1 more star in combat rate. As Lareo is free to play and we can awaken him with elite tokens, I think that 2-starring him is quite good. In the 3rd star, we can also get the increase of 160% in the battle stats. This means that the battle stats of Lareo will increase to 48% infantry attack, 24% enemy spearman health reduction, and 16% enemy total defense reduction. Also, while awakening Lareo, we can get some more stats that were called hidden abilities previously and are now called Commander Awakening attributes. These stats are up to 18% infantry attack, 18% enemy spearman health reduction, and 19.2% enemy total defense reduction up to level 40. Combined, this means that Lareo will give 66% infantry attack, 42% enemy spearman health reduction, and 35.2% enemy total defense reduction. Let's now focus on his 4-star awakening skill. His skill is the following. After each allied infantry lineup performs 4 normal attacks, the health of this lineup increases by 5%, and the next normal attack has a 50% chance to be a critical attack. The damage coefficient of the critical attack is 120%. Let's ignore the 5% increase in health as it is really not important in these numbers, and let's focus on the second part, on the critical attacks. First of all, be careful, the critical attack that is triggered is not an additional one, it is a normal hit that instead of having a 100% damage, it will have a 120%. So this basically means that every 4th attack we get 20% more attack with 50% chance. As many compare this skill with Jon Snow's skill, let's make the comparison. Jon Snow stills, as we can see here, the second part again, has a 20% chance for a critical hit with 150% damage for 25 seconds. So it has basically 50% damage more every 5 attacks, 10% more damage per attack on average. On the other hand, for Lareo we have a 50% chance for 20% more damage every 4th attack, so this is 2.5% more every attack. So damage wise, Jon Snow still is quite better. But we also need to take into account something more about the critical hits. Critical hits combine with the normal attack plus bleed synergy of Sinara and Rhea. As we can see in Rhea's skill, whenever allied troops land a critical hit, bleed is inflicted on the target, adding more and more damage. As we can see in Barrett's skill description, bleed status means that damage equal to 20% of troops attack is inflicted every second for 5 seconds. So, more critical hits means that combined with Rhea's skill, we will have more bleed, so more damage to the enemy. Combined with Sinara normal attack synergy, we can see that it's a great combination of inflicting more normal attacks, meaning more critical hits, meaning more bleed, and again and again and again. So this skill, both for Lareo and Jon Snow, is combined perfectly with these skills. So how many additional hits do they offer? For Lareo, we have one critical hit every 8 attacks for 40 seconds, which is the full battle. So we get 12.5% of the hits that are becoming critical. On the other hand, for Jon Snow, we have one critical hit every 5 attacks, but for 25 seconds. So in these 25 seconds, 20% of the hits are critical. If we project this to all 40 seconds, we again result into 12.5% critical hits, exactly the same as Lareo. So they provide the same amount of critical hits for the bleed synergy. This is quite great for F2P commander. The main difference on this part is that Jon still triggers all critical hits earlier in the battle, which means that more damage will be done to the enemy as less of your troops will be dead already, while also killing enemy troops earlier in the battle is also good because it means they will inflict less damage to you later. As an overall evaluation about Lareo, we can say that he is a very easy to get F2P commander via the recruitment pass, needing only 8 months to get him in an F2P way, while he also provides a very good skill that aligns with the bleed synergy for infantries. Also, as we saw, his skill is even comparable to a legendary commander skill on the effect it has in the bleed synergy, so I do think that he's a must to have for everyone going for that synergy. Unless of course you go for several legendary commanders in your formation and there is no more room for more. For people that are not going for bleed, he's still useful for rebels and also is decent to 2-star in Tavern for combat raid. Thank you a lot for watching the video and do not hesitate to leave a comment or ask a question.